Hello and welcome. This is extremely exciting to have you here. My name is Candace. I am going to be your guide throughout this training program. First and foremost, I just want to say congratulations to you. You deserve to have a pat on the back. Why? Because self-help and doing work on yourself is an absolute challenge, okay? And most people don't have enough courage to do it. So the irony of this situation is that so many of us feel unworthy, and that's why we've wanted. Like, it could be we could be exceptional in one area where we know we're worthy, and in another area then we don't feel that way because otherwise we wouldn't be here, right? That self-talk in our heads at times where we doubt ourselves, feel like an imposter in our own life. We want to crush all of our limiting beliefs so we can have unshakable confidence in every area of our life and feel completely free. If that's a goal of yours, that's definitely something that we want to work toward getting you there to do. However, we want to start simple. So in this 90 days, really teaching you how to set your goals and dreams, dreaming and allow yourself to dream, but really setting goals so that you're actually going to achieve them. And that's the structure of this, is the teaching behind what goes on in your mind, what is happening in your head, so that you can actually structure your thoughts so you can change that over into winning habits. And that's what we're going to work through in this program. So how do we use this program? What is the best way we can use it? Well, first and foremost, you're going to see that the way the program's laid out, it's very simple for you to use. So, week 1, you'll watch the video you need to watch. You're going to have an assignment. Now, understand we operate week to week, so that way we all want to break it down, right? So we're going to be together for 90 days. However, we want to break it down. So, okay, month 1, month 2, month 3. That way we're not overwhelmed. And I don't want you to rush through anything. That's extremely important, is that, you being a priority in your own life is extremely important. And that's why I said when I went back to giving you a pat on the back, you deserve this. That time, taking for yourself, putting yourself as a priority is so important, because the stronger you are at your core, the better served you can be for the people around you. And, if by chance, you may or may not be a mother, a partner, a sister, but whatever roles, we're always somebody, like there's roles in our lives to somebody else. You're better served to them too if you're a better version of yourself. And that's why it's so important, because the irony of this is so many times, right, we're putting other people's needs above our own, and that's actually why we're falling apart and not achieving our goals. So the idea here is to genuinely help you and end self-sabotage and that dangerous thinking, and get you excited about all areas of your life again. If not just, and if that's too much, where it's like, oh, all right, like I just want to focus on this one thing, well, maybe that's where we start. So that's how we're going to dive this down. So every week you're going to come on, you're going to do your program. So you're going to have a video to watch, you're going to have an assignment. And that is something that I don't want you to take lightly. So it's going to look like, okay, it could look like a simple assignment or something small, but there's meant to be thinking around that. Then getting on to additional coaching calls that we have. So if you can't make the regular set times for the coaching calls, that's okay, because there's recordings and you can tap in to the community and to people as well. So that's a big thing. So, you can brag in the group of, share, like you have to go with what you're comfortable. So if you do an assignment and you want to share it with the group and you want to discuss it with other people in the group, great. That's encouraged, but that's up to you, because wherever you're at in your own journey throughout that, and then we'll aid you through that process on the calls as a group, and coaching calls and all of that too, and we'll have additional support. So you'll just take you through week to week. You have an assignment, do your assignment, but I don't want you to get overwhelmed, because we're building up as we go, and that's the structure of this, is breaking this down, which is not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to do. That's why so many people don't do it. So many times you buy a self-help book, right? Or your motivations, and then we ADD out, or we do different things, or we start good and then we fall apart. Well, the idea behind this is giving you that guide to break it down so that you're not doing that. So we're setting you up for the right thinking in your life so that you can achieve the goals you want moving forward. And then after that, if you find after this completion of the 90 days, you really want to dive down deeper and really, now that I know what I'm doing, I'm clear on my goals, I've got this going, I'm excited, I've got these new habits, I want to take it to the next level and I want help getting there, well, then we can help you with that too. So this is a kind of, it's a never ending cycle of support. So now if you've ever felt like a misfit, well, don't, because you have support. So that's actually what we're going to work you through. So you'll also notice in the assignments, right, it'll say like in different things, there's some as you're going to notice sections, it'll say like different sections. Don't get too confused about that. Just stick to week assignment. Why? Because when you print them out at the end of this and you put it together, it's just an easier way to have a reference for yourself. With the assignments being put together as far as goals go. So don't get overly whelmed about that, because I know some people are very like some people are and I'm going to challenge your thinking. And I'm going to say this, the perfectionists, I'm going to challenge your thinking. Why? Because if you're so caught up all the time in things being perfect and the numbers and the different things, you that can actually hold you back in goals and in life. So as a person myself who is a mess and kind of all over the place at one time, I was never a detailed person. I was such a big thinker. And then I would move forward, but I'd have people criticizing me and things constantly because of my lack of perfection or different things. Well, I'd have to argue with them. That's what propelled me forward. So when I notice people that are like in that idea of perfection, it actually can be something that is a handicap. And that's actually a side note when you see, if you look at my other accounts or different things, everything's set up to be a personal development trivia for you because it's a reflection on you. So if those things bother you, if you're really overwhelmed and you're like little things, I do, because we're doing mindset trivia, I play a little bit of games. I want you to start to notice those things about yourself. So that'll be a side note that we talk about with some of the things as we do things. But there's video aids, additional support, and a lot of things there to help you. This is going to be fun. I am extremely excited that you are here. Give yourself a huge pat on the back. Let's get this going.